I'm standing here in my home office to make a point. Here I'm safe. But it was not so for certain cyclists who've been struck in the roads recently. Hi, I'm John Weston, and I'm here to say that the response from authorities to those incidents was tepid, a serious discouragement to those of us who see cycling as a vital aspect of active transportation and of health and fitness for Canadians. Here's what happened last week. Todd Nichol was biking the Sea to Sky Highway, a route famous for its scenery. Cyclists like me have reveled in the RBC Vancouver to Whistler Grand Fondo, a 122-kilometer annual ride along that route. A pickup truck with poorly harnessed construction materials leaning out the right side came alongside Todd. Those materials struck him and one other cyclist, sending Todd to hospital with several broken bones and gratitude just to be alive. In a country that promotes cycling as a source of health and fitness, you'd expect serious consequences to flow from such negligence. But the police merely charged the driver with driving without consideration, an offense which carries a maximum fine of only $389. Mike McIntosh lost his life in North Vancouver a year ago while riding in a bike lane. Someone sitting in a car opened the door without looking and knocked Mike into the path of a truck coming alongside him. Cyclists call that being doored, something that happens when motorists just aren't thinking about cyclists. In Mike's case, the motorist was charged with unsafe opening of a car door under the Motor Vehicle Act. The maximum fine, $81. My friend and cycling mate and member of the North Shore-based Peloton, Ivan Young, was killed last Christmas Day while cycling up Cypress Mountain. The laws simply don't respond reasonably to these incidents. Ideally, the law maintains good standards of peace and order. It discourages bad behavior through proportionate punishment. And it preserves rights and liberties like the freedom to bike in safety. The law also performs a role in educating people concerning right and wrong. Does anyone think that the law is adequate that results in a fine of only $369 for a motorist who almost kills two cyclists through negligence? Or a fine of $89 for negligently opening a door and sending a cyclist to his death? Enough is enough. Do we really have to stay with our bikes in our offices to be safe? We need our leaders and our laws to acknowledge that cycling is a key component of active transportation. It's good for the environment. In an era of increasing sedentary behavior, it should be touted as a key aspect of healthy living, not a risk to cyclists' own lives. Friends, as organizations like Velo Canada Bikes have argued, we need a national cycling strategy. At the very least, our federal leaders should support national guidelines that pertain both to motorists and cyclists, such as safe passing distances of 1.5 meters. A safe passing law would help educate and enable enforcement when needed, ensuring that there are safe biking distances, as has been done in some 27 jurisdictions around North America. This is not a partisan issue. Any leaders who get behind a national cycling strategy will win support of people who care about safety, health, and fitness. Sure, we can say such things are typically handled by the provinces, not Ottawa. But national guidelines that promote a safe distance between motorists and cyclists would be a significant framework. The provinces could opt into these and other guidelines like they do in healthcare and law enforcement. Enough is enough. Let's encourage our national and provincial leaders to take a stand. That way we can get out of our offices and onto our bikes, healthy and without fear. Thanks for listening.